Good morning, everyone. Today, before I start my presentation, which is about the globalization, I want to ask you a few questions. If you want to tell me about lots of things that we use it, for example, our clothes, our shoes, our mobile phones, and lots of things. It's produced by several companies. I want to ask you, these companies from where? Actually, I think the most of this company is from Europe or USA or somewhere else. But the problem is, their factories, from where is it located? I think lots of big companies locate their factories in Asia. For example, in Vietnam, Indonesia, China, and somewhere else. That's the simple example about globalization. Today, first, what is globalization? Lots of people think that globalization is a process of exchanging goods and services between countries. But the truth, it's not only this, because it's the process of exchanging the cultural values and food habits, and also it's the exchanging of dress codes between countries. And today I will tell you that globalization is the worst thing could happen to the world. And it will be divided, this talk will be divided into two parts. First, globalization affects cultures. Second, how does it change the life of people? Let's turn to the first point. You know, people from different cultures and different places, as we will sit in this class, because lots of people from Eastern Asia and some of people from Africa and some of them from Asia. I mean, there are different people from different cultures. If they sit as a group and they will share what they have from their own countries and their own cultures, and maybe the people of them go back to home, they will take what they learned in this class. So maybe I will take a word from China, and I see a great food from China. I will tell my family about it, and we will eat it in our country and something like that. So we will share what we learn. For example, if a female student from a society which is not let women do much, if she goes to, let's say, America, and she is an exchange student, she will go and see how the society in America works. Maybe if she goes back to her country, she will start. Maybe she will start working for women rights. That in the long run, in the future, maybe this visit to other country, maybe it will change the whole society. Another example of globalization, it's affect our cultures. Lots of people heard about the word Americanization. It's same as globalization, but it means that lots of peoples and culture want to be like America. For example, if we see the Western clothes, it's common in the Eastern countries, as well as the food like burgers and pizzas. And it causes a lot of problem, maybe the obesity as you see in these pictures, and so on. Now let's turn to the next point. As I mentioned at the beginning of my presentation, there are lots of companies which locate their factories in other places in the world. I think it's not good, because lots of people think they move their factories because, let's talk about about Nike. It's from America, and lots of people think they locate their factories in Asia because in America there is a lack of laborers. And other people think because they want to assist poor countries and poor people because they will provide opportunities of jobs. But the truth is, because if they move their factories to Asia, they will find a manpower, or we can say the workers, cheaper. If we want to compare between the workers in maybe America and in Asia, workers in America need lots of things. For example, they need medical insurance, they will have a high salary, and they will work less hours. But as we heard in the last 2 weeks about globalization, they move to poor countries because the manpower is cheap, and people in these countries are suffering from poverty, so they will accept what they have because they didn't have the alternative solution. So maybe they will work 10 hours a day with a low salary and without medical insurance, and that will affect in the both side if the company move. First one, this guy will lose his job because his company will move to other side of the world. And lots of millions of Americans people lose their job because of this situation. Lots of companies are moving. And on the other hand, in poor countries and poor people, they work in a small place with a group of people without air condition, and they didn't earn enough money to feed their family or to teach their children or to treat them. And in these industries, the bad condition causes a lot of health problems. So even if they earn a little amount of money, they will spend it to treat themselves. To conclude, as we mentioned, the globalization affects our cultures and the life of people around the world in the bad way. So thank you for listening, and if you have any questions.